Hello, this is Tony, the Tonester, with another edition of Tonester's Tips. And today I wanted to discuss one of the biggest business killers and biggest time killers that's causing people to not make money on the internet. And that is because most people are focused on the wrong things. I had a revelation a little bit ago as to my problems, and that was one of my problems. I'm a highly analytical person. I'm always analyzing. I'm always tweaking. I'm always trying to get things a little bit better. My website, my products, my logo, everything I'm tweaking a little bit more before I think that it's really ready for prime time, more so for the big time. So I found that I was doing that way too much. And I've always heard that you need to be focused more on traffic and conversions. And I always knew that, and I always thought that I was devoting enough time to that. But something I heard recently really hit home, and I really found out that it was just the opposite. I really wasn't devoting enough time to that. For instance, 90% of your time should be devoted on traffic and conversions, and 10% of your time devoted on everything else. Your product, what you're selling, your website doesn't need to be perfect, but what does need to be perfect is your traffic and conversions. Let's put it this way. So if you work a 10-hour day and you are spending half of that day, 5 hours, well, let's just say an hour for lunch. So let's say 9 hours, 4.5 hours you spend on your website, you spend on your product, you spend on getting all that kind of stuff right, and 4.5 hours you spend on traffic and conversions. That's not good. That's not good enough. Getting traffic right, getting your ads dialed in and your conversions dialed in is really time consuming. And no one ever gets it right, or not many people. In fact, I don't know anyone that gets it right the first time. It takes time, and it takes tweaking and testing and tweaking and testing over and over and over again. So taken in another way, if you spend 10 hours a day, 1 hour for lunch, that's 9 hours a day working, you should be spending at least 8 hours of that day trying to get traffic, tweaking your ads, tweaking your conversions, analyzing your results, creating more ads, doing whatever you have to take to get traffic. That is the amount of time you should be spending on it, and you should be spending that on that every day, every time you work. And that is the reality of the situation. Most people feel they can get a website up, get it absolutely right, spend a couple hours on traffic, spend a couple hours on that here and there, and it's just not going to do it. It's very time consuming, and it should be consuming the most of your work day. So if you focus that amount of time on your traffic and on your conversions, you will see a big boost in your business. So that's another edition of Tonester's Tips, and see you next time.